Good morning, and welcome to Get the Body of a Tantric Sex God, Video 9. So we've covered a lot. So far we've covered 4 points of the 5-point overview. We've covered take water as your only beverage. We've covered in keeping in harmony with Buddhist intermittent fasting, have breakfast and lunch and no snacks, and that's all you get. We've talked about having a plant-strong diet when we eat only whole food, plant-based meals that are both good for our bodies, good for the planet, and good for the critters. We've talked about body weight circuit training. We explored in 4 different videos, 4 different videos. We explored squats, presses, core, and pulls. And we'll explore variations and we'll explore even deeper in further videos, but that's enough for now. Now we come to the 5th point of the overview. What's that? That's the Tabata interval training protocol. So, you gotta look at the links below this video. If at this point you don't see any links below this video, that's because you are not on the YouTube dedicated page for this video. But don't worry, it's a simple solution. All you gotta do is, there you go, find the little YouTube icon, give that a click or two, it'll take you right there. About an inch below the video, you'll see a little button that says Show More. Give that bad boy a click. It'll reveal a plethora of links. Play with those links sufficiently and all your questions will be answered. If you have a question I have not answered as of yet, use the first link to contact me on Facebook and politely write your question. Okay, so here's the deal. Now you know the 4 exercises of body weight circuit training. How are you going to practice them in a way that's time efficient, that will maximize your strength, your endurance, and your cardiovascular fitness, as well as supercharge your metabolism, creating what some people call the afterburner effect. You're going to do that by either playing with the exact Tabata interval protocol or a variation thereof. So Tabata, T-A-B-A-T-A. Tabata is a name of a sports trainer who lives in Japan. On the appropriate link below this video, you'll see a page all about the Tabata method, including a picture. This is not a glamorous fellow. This is just a simple science geek who stumbled upon or intuited upon something that has changed the landscape of fitness. And here's the basic thing. He said, find an exercise that can do with maximum intensity with minimal danger. That's why I've taught you the 4 body weight exercises. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're an enthusiastic spaz, you'll find a way to injure yourself. I know I have. And let's face it, injuries are part of life. We get injuries from great sex, we get injuries from working out, we get injuries from walking across our apartment, we get injuries no matter what we do. That's just part of life. But by using the body weight exercises, we reduce our chance of injury. Number 2, a second way to reduce our chance of injury is what I like to call a pre-timer workout. Here's how that works. You have 4 exercises you're going to do over and over and over and over and over again. Before you set your interval timer, you do each exercise just a handful of times at less than maximum intensity, with the intention of just warming up your body, getting nice oxygen-rich blood going to the tissues of your body, so that when you do start your timer and you do start exercising at maximum intensity, everything's warmed up and raring to go. Now, if this seems kind of vague, don't worry. In the next video that I intend to upload on Monday, I'm actually going to take you through a workout real time. Me jumping around all sweaty like. So let's continue. Tabata said, number 1, you find safe exercises you can do at maximum intensity. Number 2, you perform them at maximum intensity for 20 seconds. Now here's the funny thing. If I say 20 seconds, you might say that's not very long. My answer is, friends, that's entirely subjective. If you're doing an exercise at maximum intensity, 20 seconds can seem like a very long time. Now, the first set of 20 seconds, you may be, oh, this is child's play. But by the 5th set, or the 10th set, or the 15th set, or the 20th set, almost as if by magic, those 20 seconds have dilated and seem like a little eternity. Number 2, if you're really enthusiastic about cardiopulmonary health and physical strength and metabolic efficiency, then you'll be keenly motivated to just work out as intensely as you can for those 20 seconds. Point 3, each 20-second work phase is followed by a 10-second break. And at first you might say 10 seconds is a long time. My pulse rate could come down. But what's funny is by the 10th or the 15th or the 20th set, you're like, ooh, those 10 seconds went by too quick. And basically what you're doing is you're using those 10 seconds to prepare for the next exercise. So if your first exercise was a squat, then you use your first break to prepare for the presses, which just means get into position. And then you use your next break to prepare for the core work, and then you use your next break to prepare for the pulling work, and then your next break to prepare for the squatting work, and so forth and so on. It works really, really well. So when you use the appropriate link below this video, it'll take you to a page in my site that it has some resources. It has some Tabata timers that you can order on Amazon.com. It has a free Tabata timer that you can that if you follow the link, it'll take you there, and you'll just set basically. If you're starting out, you'll set the introduction for 10 seconds, the work for 20 seconds, the rest for 10 seconds, and you'll set the number of rounds for 20. So let me explain how that works. If you're working out for 20 seconds and resting for 10 seconds, that's a total of 30 seconds. So if you're performing 4 exercises at 30 seconds each, that's a total of 2 minutes per round. So if you're going to do 5 rounds, that's 10 minutes. Now, technically, the minimum time you'll want to do a Tabata is for 4 minutes. I don't recommend people do any more than 16 minutes. So I recommend the range of 4 minutes to 16 minutes. Personally, I'm only, I've mentioned before, I'm disabled. I'm only able to work out for 10 minutes. You do the best you can. If you push yourself you don't want to push yourself to the point of injury or the point of compromising your immune system. You want to have fun with your training, so you're motivated to do it every morning. Now, do you have to do it in the morning? Can you do it in the evening after work? Yes, you can. Why do you want to do it in the morning? Because you want to start your day with the endorphin rush. That's much better for you than coffee or ginseng or green tea. And it fires your metabolism so that you're operating in all 8 cylinders throughout the day, which is Jim Dandy. Now, some people say, I don't know, that it seems too easy. And the answer is try it, knucklehead. But let's pretend it is. Let's pretend you're a fitness professional. Let's pretend you work out for 4 hours a day. You're the Olympian ideal. You're 20-something and you're fabulous. Let's just pretend that right off the bat. Simple. If 10 minutes of a 20 work, 10 rest ratio is too easy for you, increase it to 12 minutes. If 12 minutes is too easy, increase it to 14. If 14 is too easy, or when it eventually becomes too easy, increase it to 16. And that's the maximum length. Well, what do you do if that becomes too easy? Simple. You change your ratio from 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest to 22 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. Eventually, when that becomes insufficiently challenging, you change that to 24 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest, and so forth and so on. But remember, if you're doing maximum intensity, by the time you get to the 15th minute, you're going to be exhausted, and that's fine. Now you could say, let's pretend you're a bodybuilder. Let's pretend you want to be humongous. Personally, I don't want to be humongous. Personally, I don't really want to weigh more than 200 or 215 pounds, 230 pounds. Because personally, whether you're obese or whether you're monstrously buff, extra weight is extra weight. It puts a burden on your joints. It puts a burden on your organs. It puts a burden on your brain. But if your self-esteem is dependent upon you being monstrously huge, you can use Tabatas to become monstrously huge. So for everyone else, ignore this. So for the muscleheads, here's how you do it. Taught you 4 bodyweight exercises. Instead of doing first, second, third, fourth, and then 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 first, second, third, fourth. On day 1, do your squats. 20 sets of squats. That'll do it, man. 20 seconds of squats, 10 seconds of rest, 20 seconds of squats, 10 seconds of rest, 20 seconds of squats, 10 seconds of rest, 20 seconds of squats, 10 seconds of rest. The next day, you're going to be a hurtin' puppy. And if you're a bodybuilder and you want that, then that'll work. On your second day, you can do presses. 20 sets of presses. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. That'll do it. On your third day, you can do the core exercise. 20 seconds off, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 20 sets. On your fourth day, you can do the pulls. Once again, 20 seconds off, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 20 sets. After 10 minutes, you're going to be exhausted. And if what you're hunting for is the burn, you're going to feel it. The next day, day 5, you may want to take an active rest and limit yourself to just a 10-minute power walk around the block or some such thing. And if you want to, you can hit it again on day 6. So, whether you want to have the lean, fit, toned, moderately muscular body of a Tantric Sex God, or you want to look like a Marvel superhero, the Tabata training can be modified to meet your requirements. As I've mentioned many times, I'm disabled and have limitations. The beautiful thing is these 4 exercises can be made easier or more challenging based on your ability, disability, health, or lack thereof. So that's great. This stuff really works. And like I said, I'm not saying this for the filthy lucre. Although I welcome donations, it's nice to eat. Like I said, even though you could buy a lovely little Tabata timer, you don't have to. You can use the free Tabata timer online. And now you can say, hey, Lama Jigme, what do I do if I lose my Tabata timer? Easy. I'll teach you a method which is a lot like mental gymnastics to replace your Tabata timer. Here's how it works. Every exercise is divided in half. There's something you do on the out-breath. There's something you do on the in-breath. If you're doing squats, you go down on the out-breath and you jump up on the in-breath. If you're doing presses, you fall to the earth on the in-breath and push up on the out-breath. If you're doing the core work, you're lifting a leg up on the out-breath and setting it back down on the in-breath. During the pulling, you're pulling on the in-breath and stretching back out on the out-breath. So here's how you do it. During your warm-up set, you count this on the in breath. You count 0. That tells you what set you're on. On the out breath, you mentally, silently count the rep you're on. So if you're doing, let's say, 4 squats, on the in breath, it'll be 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. And let's say you start your timer and you do your first set. It'll be your first circuit. Each exercise will be 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, and so forth. Now, if you think this might be challenging, you're exactly right. It is. And you think you might make mistakes, I say don't worry about making mistakes. It's not a question. You will make mistakes. That's part of life. Get used to it. Now, why bother learning this? Well, first of all, it's easy. Within a week or 2 or 4, it'll be second nature. I'll never forget one time I was teaching us a private class, and the individual I was working out with knocked into the chair, which knocked into the plug and unplugged the computer and unplugged the Tabata timer, which reinforced my enthusiasm to get real good at counting this bizarre little way. Now you could say, hey, what about the breaks? How do you count the breaks between the work periods? And the answer is, by the time you move to the next exercise, it's time to start it. So for instance, by the time you've finished your squats, and then you get in position for push-up, just start doing the push-ups. By the time you've finished your last push-up, and you're in position to start the tabletop leg lifts, start the tabletop leg lifts. Once you are you adjust the camera, try not to get seasick. Whoops, what's going on over here? Okay, those are my straps. Once you finish your tabletop leg lifts and you make your way over to your straps, just start doing the exercises. I assure you that by the time you've repositioned yourself, the 10 seconds have elapsed. Now, will it be perfect? No, nothing's perfect. Everything is flawed. Welcome to reality. But it'll work good enough and well enough. It's really easy to get uptight and anal retentive and think if I don't do it perfectly, the heavens will part and Zeus will throw the lightning bolts at my tushy. I'll get chunkier and fatter and ugly. And the answer is no. The body is very forgiving. And even doing the Tabata, even an approximation of the Tabata, will be enough to make it work. So there you go. In a nutshell, all the questions you need are answered in the links below. If they're not, you need to contact me. My Facebook contact link is below the video. Monday, you'll have a follow-along video. It's for beginners. It's just using the 20-second work, 10-second rest ratio for a total of 10 minutes. It's very, very simple. Even a monk can do it. Let's see. In the future, as my health improves, knock on wood, I'll do longer videos and then more intense videos so you have a bunch to choose from. But I assure you, if you work with this at maximum intensity, you'll have a workout that delights you. So once again, on the links below, you can get to the resources on my website so you can access your free Tabata timer. Have fun, play with it. Remember, those 5 things are all you need to transition into the body of a Tantric Sex God. drinking only water, eating 2 filling meals a day without any snacking whatsoever, making sure your meals are body-friendly, animal-friendly, planet-friendly, whole food, plant-based meals, making sure your exercises are body weight and arranged in following the Tabata circuit training protocol. It's that simple. It's very excited, and I'm delighted to share this with you. I want to thank you for your time and your attention and the generosity of your donations. I want to invite you to click the subscribe button and then to find the box you can check so that you can receive email notifications every time I upload a video. I invite you to click the thumbs up like button and then to share this on the social media buttons. May you and yours be healthy and happy. Om Mani Padme Hum. I'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.